Hello guys, welcome back to the Doki Doki's Literature Club. Right now, I am about to writing a poem today. So, today is not summer, because it's cold outside. But someone really wants to go out to the ocean for the find some treasure, and then they're like looking for the beautiful landscape. Then they thought there's about their destiny, but suddenly they get smile all of a sudden in their journey, and they're like suddenly shiny sunshine is rising up, and it feels like holy shit, everything is, and all the good memories are following, and they feel so happy. So they have happiness tears from their faces and the thing, and so they're so happy. So they do the jumping around on the ocean for some reason, and then suddenly, after jumping around, they decide to spinning around and for the celebrate of the nature of the thing, and then suddenly the bunny pops up from the sand, and they realize it's not the beach. It was actually well, I'm out of thing. It's actually sticky quicksand. So everything was actually imagination, which is really suck. Which is really suck. And then they're like, oh, they found there's a actually everything was the imagination, which means that person was all alone. So he cried so a lot, and that's really painful for that person. So here's the lesson: don't just wait for the sunset, not the sun rising. Here we go. I just wrote the extremely nonsense poem I've ever did.
Oh man, I'm the last one here again.
Don't worry, I just walked into. Where you practicing piano again?
Yeah, ha ha ha.
You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano.
Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too.
I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great.
Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki?
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm not talking about our part of the festival, but it's a whole day of school where we go to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. You sound a bit like Saori all of a sudden. Monica, do they usually have fried squid?
Squid? That's pretty spectrum thing to look forward to.
Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You of all people?
I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you all the people?
Because it's right in your name. Monica.
That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation.
Huh?
Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay?
Fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway.
Excuse me, where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at the desk at the corner of the room looking down at nothing. I walked over to her. Hey, Sayori. I waved my hand in front of her face. You were spacing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh. Is everything alright? Of course. Why would it be? It just feels like you're a little, sorry for amusing things. Jeez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Saori shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, alright, if you say so. I worried to glance at Saori before turning back toward everyone else. But the conversation has already dispersed with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about this hour recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approached Monica, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk.
James, what's up?
Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Saori recently?
Anything up with her? In what way do you mean?
Maybe I'm reading into a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today.
Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her.
Monica peers across the room at Saori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up or down her desk.
Maybe there's something on her mind, but I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, James. You certainly know her a lot better than I do.
Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothers her. But this time, when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just want to ask you if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now.
No. It's important to me too. I mean, I'm also a friend with her, and I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know. Maybe I'll try to talking to her myself.
Are you sure about that? She seems like wanting to be left alone.
Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time to bring it up with the person of interest.
Person of interest? What do you mean by that?
I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, James.
Me? How on earth did you come to that conclusion?
Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Saori talks about you more than anything else, you know. She's been so much happier ever since you've joined the club. It's like an extra life was turned inside of her.
What? No way. Saori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it always has been.
You're so funny, James. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her so cheerful because that's just how she when she was around you? I said it too much. I'm sorry, but what do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I tried to talk to her, so try not to think about her for now.
Alright. Monica smiled meaningfully. I know she said to forget about, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up for her desk and walks across the room where Saori is sitting. I watched her kneel down next to the shower and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. I sighed and sit myself down. I know Saori told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. 3 dots.
Okay, everyone. After some time passes, Monica calls out for the club room.
Oh wait. Actually, that wasn't Monica's one. Yeah, after some time, Monica called into the club room. Sorry about that.
Why do we share our poems now?
Before I knew it, everything is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica, and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about, Sayuri. So, today, we are not gonna start from the top or bottom. We're gonna start from the middle of it. But today, we're gonna start from the Yuri, for no reason. Because yesterday I started from the Monica, so fuck it. Huh. Well done, James. You've definitely improved your writing over the course of these few days. Has my advice been helpful to you? Yeah, definitely. I'm glad. Sharing our writing like this, it's a lot more fun and rewarding than I anticipated. I need to remember to thank Monica. I think we all felt a little awkward at first, but now it seems like everyone is enjoying sharing their writing and seeing what others think. I guess I can't really disagree. I was afraid this whole thing would be a chore, but it's a great way for me to spend some personal time with all the girls in the club. But it's been fun getting to know everyone and their writing, and I guess doing some writing myself. Well, have you learned anything about yourself, James? Huh? Well, you know how I like to say that writing is a very personal way to get in touch with yourself. In the end, it doesn't matter if you're a good writer or bad writer. And even my opinions are just opinions, you know? As always, I believe what is most important is in exploring and discovering yourself. That's comforting. I'm kind of afraid of disappointing you in some way or another. Eh? Why me? Well, you're always sophisticated with your writing and have the most advice to share. Is that so? Yuri thinks for a good minute. That must be terrible. Huh? For me to have become someone whose opinion is fearsome, how unlikable me. Yuri? It's not bad as you're making it sound in your head. I just meant that I respect your opinion. I see. I'm sorry that I always overthink and come to those sort of conclusions. I'm just a little too used to it. Overthinking? Being disliked. Yuri. What am I saying? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring that up. Let's move on. Alright. Do you want to share your poem now? Okay, here. So, another beautiful poem that I cannot even read. Marvel, millions of years in the making, where the worm of earth chaotically meet the surface under clean blue sky and expose of bliss, but beneath gray. No, oh my god, I cannot read. Excuse me, I really cannot read any of them. I'm aware that bleach is kind of an insane thing to write about, but I did my best to take the metaphorical approach to it. You say that like you didn't even want to write about it. Oh, you haven't heard? After yesterday, Natsuki and I, well, it was amusing that we wrote about something similar in such different ways. So Natsuki wants us to write about the same topic as each other again. I suppose to better compare the differences in our writing styles or thought processes. Anyway, it was her idea. Knowing her, it's no surprise that she'd want to do something like that. She'd probably just want to show off. It's not like I have a particular interest in her writing style. I just went with her request, but... well, I suppose it's not so bad to write about something simple on occasion. It can be refreshing, you know. It's good for me to calm my thoughts once a while. Yeah, I think I could agree. Thanks for sharing. And now we are moving on to the Nazki. Because those are being the first at the very first time, so let's move on to the Monica for no reason. Everything is random order, so fuck it.
Hi, James. Have you thought about you watching somebody perform the festival?
Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought.
Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It'll also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem.
Sure. I let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands.
It's kind of funny.
How so?
No, not the poem. I mean, it's funny how your poems and Saori's poem has been getting more and more similar to each other every day. I'm surprised you think so sync with her. Then again, you've been spending a lot of time together lately, haven't you?
I guess you could say that. Although we kind of grown up as best friends, I haven't been seen as much over this past year. But since I joined the club, we've been spending a lot of time together again.
I see. That reminds me about how Saori's been a little bit off today.
Yeah, did she tell you something?
Well, James, you haven't been featuring with her, have you?
Of course not. I've been treating her like I always do.
Alright, just make sure. I know how much you care about her. It would be terrible if something bad happened to her, so keep an eye on her. Saori's been acting so much happier ever since you joined the club. What could have happened all of a sudden? Well, never mind. This really isn't the time for talking about this. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright?
Alright. The lady who knows everything. An old tale tells of the lady who wanders earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather, lost adrift the sky, victim of the concerns of wind. Day of day I search with little hope, knowing legend don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star gleaming in the twilight sky. Until one day, the wind ceased to blow, I fall, and I fall, and fall, and fall even more. Gentle as feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger. Excuse me. Then the hand of beautiful lady. I look at her eye and find no end of her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I am thinking. Before I speak, she responds in hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There's no meaning, there's no purpose, and we seek only impossible. I'm your legend. I'm not your legend. Your legend does not exist. And with the breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up the gust of wind. That's kind of difficult for me.
You know, I feel like learning about looking for answers or the sorting of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of my mind, so that's what I wrote about.
I see. I never really put much thought into it.
In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we hadn't had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning?
You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club preferring writing about things that are more sad than happy.
Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we won't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you know that better than anyone.
You mean one-dimensional?
Ah, yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid of it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they really want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thank you for listening.
I don't even get what she said about. So if you want to be good at something, then keep doing that? Is that what you want to say? I don't know. Let's move on to Saori. 3 dots. This is your best one so far. It's really nice, James. Thanks. Sorry, you've been a little quiet today. Is everything alright? Of course. Everything is fine. Maybe I'm just a little tired today. Do you want to nap or something? No, that's silly. Don't worry about me, okay? I'm only want to see smiles on your face. Well, alright. Hey James, I'm still a little surprised. I really thought that you'd try writing your poems like the way Yuri does, or even Natsuki. But in the end, yeah, I guess you're one who liked this one the most. Why? You don't want to get closer with everyone else? Wait, of course I do. But that doesn't mean I need to try so hard to impress them. I still understand you the most, Saori. I know you have sometimes to put up with me, and I have to sometimes to put up with you. But we have a wavelength or something, and this is how the poem came out. Sometimes it feels like you're the only one existing in things in my life, so sometimes it's just easier to write when think about you. Sorry? No, James, I don't deserve this. You're too nice to me. Why are you doing this? Saori has trouble keeping her voice steady all of a sudden. If you had fun with everyone else instead, this would be so much easier. Saori. I glance around the room, make sure nobody has noticed this. Saori, I've probably never said this before, but I don't understand what you're feeling right now. Tell me what should cheer you up. Saori shakes her head. She sniffed and keeps shaking her head. Finally, she gathered herself and puts on a smile. It's nothing, James. It's just little rain cloud. I'm sorry you have to see that. I promise it won't happen again. I just smile from everyone, okay? That's all that matters. Go play with everyone else. I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sorry. Tell Monica I was feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Saori cheerfully walked out the classroom, humming to herself. That's quite odd. She wasn't like that before. This one's alright. Alright? Well, yeah. About as good as yesterday's anyway. I see what you are going for, but it's just not really my style.
I mean, that's fine. I'm mostly just glad that you're trying a little bit.
Well, of course, I'm at the least trying. Why are you so emotionally invested in my poems anyway? Isn't that more of compliment to me?
Eh? No, gross. It's not like I care. It's just that one of us in this club has to make sure you're not slacking up.
Really? Well, what if you ended up just scaring me anyway?
That's, it's not like you actually do that.
Yeah, you're right. It's kind of fun to hang out here, even if I have to put up with you. Natsuki elbows contact with my stomach.
Oh, maybe I won't mind scaring you anyway, after all. I was just joking. Oh, I know. Don't worry, I was too.
Alright. How the hell do you call that a joke? That seriously hurt.
Well, maybe it was funny to her.
I guess that's kind of the point. I should really just watch my mouth and around Natsuki. Anyway, Natsuki holds up her poems out to me like nothing even happened. So, here's the Natsuki's poem. I'll be your beach. Okay. So, yeah, beach. Not, beach. Come on. Okay, yeah, beach. The ocean and sand field, anything. You know, the thing, not the thing.
Your mind is so cheerful of trouble and fears that dismissed your wonder over the years. But today, I have a special place, a beach for us to go, a shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkle with the brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glows. I'll be the beach where that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you go long ago. Okay, the I'll be the beach part is kind of uncomfortable for me. And again, this is kind of lyrics. Feels like lyrics, but somehow it feels like weird because of this beach. I know the difference between the beach and beach. Beach is some kind of swear, which is kind of meaning, its original meaning is female dog, and beach is the ocean with sea with the sand field or something. You know what I'm saying? So let's get a move on. Yeah, I felt like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write something with a nice message for once. Besides, the beach is awesome. Kinda hard to write anything negative about the beach.
Well, Yuri's takes on it was a little more solemn.
Well, that's... Geez, she'd better not have said anything bad about mine. After all, she was the one who wanted us to write about same topic. You can't really see her doing that too. Making us write about the simple topic, then trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. Well, it's not like I care. I just did it anyway. I mean, I guess mine ended up with being kind of metaphorical too. But there's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. At the very least, it was good practice.
Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poem, right? Why don't we get started to figure it out?
Hold on a second. Is this just me, or did you see something strange just now?
Something that sounds a little bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase where addressing the club.
Catchphrase?
I don't have a catchphrase.
Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it.
Stagging in air
is common for foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen.
In your book, maybe. Look, the only thing different is Sayuri isn't here.
It seems you're right.
Sorry, always helps lighten up the mood a little bit, does she? It's most like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around.
Where the heck did she run off of today? Anyway,
Oh shit, what am I even reading? Damn it!
I thought she was just went to pee.
Natsuki, please show some decency.
Oh wait, that was Yuri's one. Sorry.
Oh, come on. She actually wasn't feeling too well and she went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? All of the time to not go home with her, you pick the time she's not feeling well? So much for you to being all lovely-dovey. No! First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayuri. And second, she's kind of being avoiding me today. I didn't want to force it.
Oh? That curious expression coming from Yuri, all people.
Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything is fine.
What did he say? What did she say?
Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of festival preparation, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend.
I already know what I'm doing.
That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes, but we might need a lot of them and different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki?
Challenge accepted.
And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the portrait pamphlets. Sarah will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, you can, guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri?
I'm useless.
No, that's not at all. That's not at all. You're the most talented person here, you know. Now Natsuki is poet too.
Gee, even I can't tell now. I guess I've never gave Sayuri enough credit, but I can't tell things are even harder on you when she's not around.
That may be the case. But if I can't also be a leader of my own, then I won't grow as a person. So, Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know. So you should make some banners and decoration to help set up the atmosphere.
Atmosphere? About that, I love atmosphere.
Yuri's expression suddenly changed as she stares at her desk and focus and started nodding to herself.
Your mind is already racing, I see.
That's great. You'll be wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that'll just leave you, James.
The one who is truly useless.
Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tests to handle. I would probably go a way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I would be really appreciative of that.
Is Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give to you. It's not like Monica's going to give you the choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on their butts away. Natsuki trying to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you'd like handle the baking on your own. James may not like to be around if you only make him out of be a nuisance. So therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decoration anyway? Sounds more like you're just making excuse for James to. What are you saying? It will be extremely meticulous work. And baking isn't just what you think.
Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to James to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know. So I'm sure he'll interested in.
You literally just said. I'm surprised as well.
Sorry. I was just saying though.
Jeez. Can we just settle this already?
Yeah. James, you're okay with this, alright? In the end, it's up to you.
Of course. Very well.
In that case,
Everyone looks straight at me. But of course, I'm going to go with. Oh, there's another option called Sayuri, because she was my old friend for a whole time. And man, this is quite difficult to choose for after all. I could just assist to Sayuri because she was doing the design, and the Yuri do the decoration, and Natsuki do the baking stuff, and Monica is just assembling some things. Decoration, I'm kind of bad at decoration, just especially the handwriting. So, and the baking, I am terrible at baking. Even I cannot make any single sandwich. Just put the bread and place some bacon and pickles and ketchup, onions and lettuce and another bread and the olive, and tried to poke at the middle of it, and I slightly failed and reached to the end of the sandwich and I fucked it up. That's what happened when I tried to make the sandwich. And Monica, you quite don't do anything, but this is the literature club. You might have a lot of things to do, but I have any idea of Sayuri. Can I just assist everybody at once? I mean, at the Saturday morning I go to Natsuki, and Saturday afternoon I go with Yuri, and Sunday morning and yada yada yada. You know the thing. Okay, I guess here goes again. My random order. Close my eyes. I'm really actually closed my eyes and try to select between any of them. And I clicked one. Wait, what did I just say? I mean, if it's going to be anyone, I prefer helping Sayuri. I mean, we are already neighbors, and but Monica said that Sayuri was helping her. Jeez, do you really hate us that much? No.
Sorry, I didn't mean for this to be difficult.
Just think of the club, okay? Okay, as I said, I am super terrible at handwriting and baking, so let's go with Monica. I know how hard to assemble the thing is, and I do the computer assembling and repairing, disassembling and reassembling the stuff, and all over again. That's my job anyway. So let's do the Monica stuff. Well, I guess I should probably having Monica.
Yeah, you picked me.
Hold on one second. Yeah, Monica, you're the one who needs the least help out all of us.
But
I agree with Natsuki. Not only is your work already most suitable for one person, but you already have Sayuri as well.
But James was the one who
That doesn't matter. You are the one who carried him into picked you in first place. You're the club president, Monica. You're supposed to make responsible decisions for the club. Monica, you shouldn't let any ulterior motive interfere with this decision.
Ulterior motives? What are you saying, Yuri? In fact, it sounds like you guys are one with ulterior motives.
Excuse me?
Otherwise, though, this wouldn't have been made into such a big deal in the first place.
That's completely false, Monica. Yeah, we have a lot of work to do, you know. We won't do as good of the job if you make us work alone.
Maybe that's true.
Think of the club, Monica. If we want us event to succeed, then we need to properly distribute our resources. So, are you going to do the right thing, President?
Okay, I get it.
It's technically most logical for James to have one of you two.
So, I guess that's what we'll do.
So, okay. Here, the most worst things left that I could just do. Handwriting and baking. Really, I always burned my steaks and bacon. Whenever I tried, when I tried to cook the sausage and marshmallow, I burned everything up. Even I burned the stove once. Somehow, that happened, so I really don't want to make that thing happen, so let's stick with the Yuri. Really, I mean, at least I can do the Photoshop, so here. Well, I probably most useful helping out Yuri.
Me? Are you serious? Why would you...
Natsuki, I can't already tell you about saying something mean.
No. I was just saying...
So, you'll be helping Yuri then, James?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
I'm glad.
I have a bad habit of overthinking these sort of things. So I think your assistant will be very useful.
That's great to hear. Natsuki, will you be able to handle the baking yourself?
I mean, yeah, I already said I would be fine.
Okay.
Everyone can tell Natsuki is feeling a little sore. So, is that everything we needed to go over?
Yeah, that should be about it. Are you guys excited?
Well, excited may not be the right word, but I suppose I'm looking forward into a little bit.
Do you feel the same way, James?
Me?
I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out.
That's good enough for me. Well, about you, Natsuki?
Natsuki? What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything. No, that's not what I meant at all.
Yuri exhaustedly glanced between everyone in the room.
I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why James picked me. And also, your cupcakes are the best cupcake I ever had. They go really well with my tea. And nothing that I do for the event will compare to that, so I get it. I'm kinda surprised though. Why? Well, I'm the only one acting amateur. I already know that, but you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden. I know I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad.
Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken aback by Yuri's words. When she already has trouble with words, trying to cheer someone up must be far off her own comfort zone. But I began to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayuri always helps everyone smiles and feel good about themselves.
No, I kinda appreciate it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing, but I'm going to say this. Huh? You better bet that my cupcakes are going to be the best part of the whole event. I believe you.
Yeah, I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out.
Alright, let's get out of here then.
Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Natsuki out of the door as they chat between each other. Huh? I turn around. Sorry, I realized that I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend. Oh, you're right. I can't believe that's slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number? I think that'll be the best way, yes. Alright then. Yuri and I exchange phone numbers. Okay, then I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. Huh? My house? Is that a problem? No, not at all. I just thought that I would be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you. I suppose that makes sense. But if you don't mind, I think you'd prefer to go to your house. Alright, in that case it won't be the problem. I decided not to press Yuri for a reason. It's not like it should matter much either way, so I just need to make sure my room is clean. I hope I managed to make myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourselves, James. Oh wait, that was Monica's voice, sorry. I think that will make me a very productive team. Even if you only choose me because you felt bad or something. Wait! You don't actually think that, do you? I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me. You are forgetting the one reason with the most common sense. I chose you to help you because that's what I want to do. But Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely tense expression. Yuri, you are overthinking this. You wanted me to pick out when you're overthinking, right? I didn't realize. I'm telling you I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a long time. I believe in you. As if it took her utmost effort, Yuri finally says that it relaxes her expression. And I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Yeah, I am too. After the exchange, I make my way out the door and Yuri follows. I can't believe this. Yuri is going to come to my house on Sunday? Even thought I would have preferred to this with Sayuri. My anxiety still shoots through the roof. I guess I've gotten pretty used to handle her at this point, but who knows what might end up happening when we're outside of school. She even told me she was looking forward to it. I shake my head. Why do I feel nervous that Sayuri finds out about this? It's not like we feel that way about each other. Besides, it's like Monica says, this is about the club. I have nothing to worry about. If I just go with it, then I'll have a good time. Not sure, by the way. So, it's already Sunday. Alright, that was fast. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. I kept telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri is clearly an introvert and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt that she opened up a little bit when she just the two of us. Meanwhile, we have been texting occasionally. She was extremely appreciative at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learn more about her. But putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard of from Sayuri since she left the club earlier the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayuri said and what Monica said, is it really okay to me put Sayuri feels aside when she might need me? I don't know. I decided to visit Sayuri before Yuri comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reached Sayuri's house, I knocked on the door before entering myself. Again, we used to play so often that we made it a habit of simply entering each other's house like we were family. The house is quiet. Sayuri isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom where I finally found her. Sayuri? Hi, James. I sit down in the room. Sayuri forced a smile, but it's easy to tell she's different. There is a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayuri's room is as messy as it's always been. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decoration that she's had for years now. If you come over more often, it would be such a mess. That's because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly want to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Yuri today? Yeah, but wait, how did you know that? Sayuri has already left by the time we decided that last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep informed about the festival preparation, right? That's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today? Of course, but I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan meetup or anything. So it's just me and Yuri then. Yep. There's more silence between us. Sayuri stares in the random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing after you left on Friday. When something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So Sayuri smiled, shaking her head. That's no good, James. Why can't it just be like it always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you'd have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You haven't even been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Sayuri? I grabbed Sayuri by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Yes. Punishment? Torture? What is going on? Something is not right on her. Something's not right. Yeah, sometimes I'm also a very cheerful person, but sometimes I also feel depressed. When I feel super depressed, might try something really crazy stuff, but I never do that actually. But yeah, what on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this, so tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayuri gives me an empty smile.
You really put me in the trap, James. But you're wrong. Nothing happens to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it. Oh, wait. I clicked too fast. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayuri? You're really just going to make me say it, aren't you, James? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've already bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy, without anyone worrying about me, and without worrying everyone about me. I'm in shock. I can't even figure how to respond. But frankly, yeah. Somehow I kind of agree with Sayuri, because when I'm so depressed, I also think the same thing. Why do we leave? Am I worth to leave? The world really needs me? That's the thing that I always think when I'm so super depressed. But yeah, I kind of agree that maybe all the behavior that I've done is just like stop worrying about me and leave me alone. Maybe that's the thing. How is it possible that Sayuri kissed me from the entire time that I've known her? Did she really want to be badly for me just not think about her? Why, Sayuri? Huh? Why is that you never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much that I could do, I would have tried a bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand at all, James. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have wasted effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being smearing against my head. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club, it feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided to work just want to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurts. You are right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feeling at all, Sayuri. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No, James. There's nothing at all. The only one thing that I could have helped is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears streaked down to Sayuri's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish, and I was punished by my heart hurting in the way that I could understand. And now you came here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept this punishment, because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grabbed Sayuri's shoulder. This time, I pull her into a tight embrace. James. Sorry. I don't care if you feel selfish.
I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. James. Saori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Saori's arms remained at her side. She started sobbing next to my ear. No. Don't do this to me. Please, don't do this to me, James. Saori barely managed to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have into you call yourself selfish, then you have to let be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I figure out what needs to change. I'll make this feeling go away. And if there's anything you need me to do, oh fuck, what? My fucking bad accent, give her shit. God dang it. Then you better tell me. I'll be mad if you don't. I don't know. Gently, Saori finally put her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, James. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But you're hugging her so warm, and that's really scary too. Saori lets me go, and she does, so I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow. Yeah. It's going to be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise. I think that would be nice then. Yeah. Saori wiped her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you said that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Yuri to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It'll be fun. To my surprise, Saori shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I look forward to it. I say goodbye to Saori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy. But it's hard for me to keep thinking about when Yuri's about to come over too. I think Saori is right. It shouldn't be worrying too much, and we are definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. As I reach my house, I see something that makes me feel moments of panic. Yuri? Thank goodness. You are a little early. I'm sorry I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting for a long time? No, I just got here. But I understand you got really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell. You always could have texted me. If I had known, I would have reassured you had hurried more on my way home.
I suppose that's true. I didn't think that for some reason. I shouldn't be common sense to do that, but I decided to ignore it. Anyway, let's go inside. Let's see, you brought a lot of stuff with you. I see you brought those things to you. That's right. And did you manage to find everything asked you to buy as well? Yeah, pretty much. At least I hope I got everything right. I'm sure it will be fine. I take Yuri to my home. My room, excuse me. Oh, Jesus. Wait, did this room or... yeah, room, sorry. Oh man, I'm so bad at things. I'm so bad at reading. Excuse me, guys. It's first thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious. It's so clean. I cleaned it before you came over, so that's very considerate of you two. No, I would be really embarrassed for my room to be a mess while you were here. Well, I don't enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean. That would be even more embarrassing. Wait, don't look in there. I snatched Yuri's wrist, which was to proceed opening that door of mine. I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out. It's fine, it's fine. I let go Yuri's wrist. She puts both her hands firmly in her lap, as if making sure she is keeping track of them. So, should we get started? I guess the myself in that universe hides something very important things in my space. You know, some kind of very secret thing. Something like your phone or your USB driver filled with your photos, right? Or maybe videos, who knows? Or maybe something else, I don't know. Why should I supposed to explain to you? It could be something. So, yeah, let's get started. Yes. I have a few things planned that you can help with. Decoration and other atmospheric enhancements. Atmospheric instruments? You know, mood lighting, atmospheric candles. Oh, wow. I didn't know you planned on taking it that far. Of course. I want to help our guests to a faraway place. Although many will stop by just one of curiosity. And for the cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to provide an experience that I will leave them wanting more. That's great. It's easy to forget you pretty intense person. Ah, intense? I guess that's the best way to put it. Is that a bad thing? No, not at all. It's something that I like about you, actually. Is that so? That makes me feel relieved. And kind of happy. Yeah, no need to be so anxious. You can relax relax a little. Shit! My brain functioning very weird now. Relax. I brought some things for relaxation. I was going to use them during the poetry event. Oh yeah? Like what? Let's see. Yuri murdering through her bag. She pulls out a few candles and wooden cylinder-shaped object. I did some shopping on the way here, so I happened to have these in my bag. I plan to cover the windows in the black paper and use the candles to light up the room. I think that'll be amazing, don't you? Yeah, that'll be really neat. What's that wooden thing though? Oh, this a diffuser of the essential oils. Oh, I think I know what that is. It's a thing that something works like the I forgot how they call it. It's a thing that removes some bad smells and make it something like better, change to the better smell. You know,
Sometimes you plug into the outlets and make it electric, or just let it happen. The thing, you know. How familiar are you with the endless theory? Not familiar at all.
Oh, is that so? It's one of my favorite contributors to
fuck my tongue. Ugh.
Depending on the oil or herbs you choose, you can change the mood of the air itself. You can even feel that permanent through your body. Relaxation, positive energy.
Yeah, positive. Yeah, that's what I want to say. Blah.
Romance, reflection, it's almost like magic. You take the cylinder and push the switch on the bottom. In just a moment, a thin ray of vapor began to spout through the small hole in the top. Wow, that smells wonderful. What kind of mood is that one for? That is jasmine essential oil. It smells like a little sweet and flowery, right? Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. I choose the jasmine for the event because it provides more than relaxation. Jasmine sends your emotion and helps you feel them flow through your body. You feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily. Don't you think that will be perfect for sharing our poems? It does sound suitable, but you seem to know a lot about this, so I trust your opinion with anything. She smiles gently, cleanly, enjoying herself. She again reached into her bags and pulled out several spools of thin ribbon. What are those for? Well, did you purchase the origami paper as I asked you get? Yeah, I have it over here. You won't be using paper for folding origami. What I'd like to do is writing a different word on each paper. We'll need about 100 of them. Oh, yeah? What will those be used for? Well, I'm going to cut pieces of ribbon to hang from the doorway of the classroom. Then we can fasten the paper onto the ribbons to create the doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? It would be also catch an eye of those passing by the room. It may attract some peek inside. That's really creative. I had no idea you'd be so good at this, Yuri. Is that so? Well, I suppose I do get a little intense, as you'd put it. Yuri giggles with the red cheek. Fucking my fucking tongue. What happened to my mouth? What happened to my tongue? What happened to my vocabulary things? Oh my god, everything is horrible. Is it just me, or is she more relaxed when it's just two of us? Or maybe it's the excitement she feels from sharing something that she enjoys. Here's a marker, James. You can write any character you want. I'll help you once I finish cutting the ribbons. Alright. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw a different character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her designed length. Then she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out on a pocket knife. The knife is strangely beautiful. Its silver handle has an intricate patterns of waves etched into it. The blade itself is gently tinged blue. That's no ordinary pocket knife. It looks really fancy. Well, embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it? You're going to think it's weird. Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. To each their own, you know. If you promise you won't be weirded out. Yeah, I promise. Alright. The thing is, I'm kind of into knives. They're just so pretty. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. It's combination of craftsmanship and feeling of danger, maybe. What am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this. You're laughing at me. No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you get about sharing. It's an interesting thing to be into, I guess. But I think this kind of suits you. Suits me? Yeah, it's kind of intense. Besides, it's really so cool looking knife. I can't deny that. Isn't it? Yuri relaxed her expression once again. Wouldn't you like to hold it? Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hand me the knife with the handle facing me. I take it and turn around in my hands. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where do you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of knife with my index finger. Ow! James! Why did you do that? I didn't expect to be that sharp. I barely touched it at all. It's my fault. I should have warned you. The knife is extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like it's paper. Oh no. A small drop of blood tickles down the slide of my finger. Yuri takes my hand, gives the wound a closer look. She stares at and noticeably fidget. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it up now. Hey! Without warning, Yuri put my finger into her mouth, licked the wound. What? Why? Just why? Why? Please forgive me. I wasn't thinking. Yuri lowers her head, face burned up. Yuri? That's the most embarrassing thing I ever done. How could I do something like that? I'm sorry. Sure, it was a little weird, and it took me by surprise. But I guess she was just trying to help, right? Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little. She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon? Alright, you know what? This might be a stupid thing to do, but I do it anyway. I take Yuri's hand, the lick her index finger in return. James? Did you really just do that? Now we are even... Yuri, I did something wrong. I have no any fucking idea what the fuck is going on to myself. Oh my god. Please. Stop. Oh my god. I mean, I cannot take this anymore. I better stop here right now. I cannot take it anymore. I cannot take this. I cannot take anything anymore right now. Woo! I had to deal with the depression, and I have to deal with some girl who licked and sucked up the blood. Oh my Jesus fucking Christ! What the fuck is going on in this world? I'm done. I'm fucking done. I'm done here. No more things. I'm done here. Well, maybe I'm gonna continue when I calm myself down. But I wonder how long will it take. Well, actually, I take this video. I take this video per week because I kind of feel bad when I play this. Yeah, maybe because I just don't like to playing this visual novel things. So yeah. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna end this video right over here. Press like with this video, and if you can, subscribe my channel. Then I'll see you at the next part. If there's a next part, I don't know.
next part of the Doki Doki Literature Club. Oh, this is getting weird and weird. Yeah, thank you for watching. Boop.